20 years since 9/11, what have we learned? Have we learned anything about our enemies, their ideology, or what we are fighting? 9/11 is a time of reflection and sorrow at the loss of life and the tragedy that befell America on that day in 2001. We mourn the death of almost 3,000 innocent Americans who lost their lives on that day. We say their names, we feel with their families, and we say a prayer for them so we never forget them. Today, I am not just sad, I am angry. After 20 years, we have a buffoon at the White House, Joe Biden, who left more Americans in the hands of the Taliban than those who died on 9/11. He armed our arch enemies and established the throne of the Taliban, the very enemy that attacked us. They named their state the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, the same name of the Taliban government which we ousted in 2001. 5 out of the top Al-Qaeda leaders whom we had in Gitmo, released by Obama, are now members of the Taliban government Biden is negotiating with. No, I take that back. We are past negotiating with the Taliban. Biden is taking orders from the Taliban as to what we can and cannot do. We left the Taliban with $90 billion worth of military equipment. They are now the most well-armed with the most sophisticated technology, more than 85% of the world's military. The Taliban received more military aid than we provided to Israel in the last 70 years combined. This has got to be the worst, most inexcusable crime of any White House administration and military leadership in history. Joe Biden, the picture of death, lacking only a casket, has ended the lives of many young Americans, those who were killed at Kabul airport, and those he left behind to die. 9/11-2001 and this 20th anniversary of Afghanistan military withdrawal both have something in common. 9/11 was failed leadership and early stages of cultural wokeism that caused an epic underestimation and false views of our radical Islamic enemy. Today, our highly evolved woke military leadership failed America in epic fashion, once again focusing so much on instituting Marxist CRT racist and divisive doctrines in every corner of our military, instead of developing true military protocols to win wars and defeat our enemies. With intention, the military-industrial complex has cemented and armed the largest, most radical, violent sect of Islam in the world, guaranteeing a Middle East-Asia conflict for the next 100 years. And if we don't quickly get our act together, we'll now be facing jihad attacks all over America. The stabbings in outdoor markets in New Zealand could be commonplace here in America. After 20 years, we still cannot name the ideology that drives the Taliban, ISIS, or Al-Qaeda. If you do so, you are labeled a hater or an Islamophobe. I know I speak for many of you when I say I've had enough. The time to act is now. Never again will we let government run without the consent and will of the governed. Let this be the day that we all stand shoulder to shoulder and do our part to ensure America is first, and that the only men and women permitted to sit in seats of power are patriots who love our country, patriots who honor our flag, and patriots who stand firmly on our Constitution and respect our republic. We need courageous men and women to stand up, hold all elected officials and this administration accountable. We need courageous people to run for every elected office in the land. We need grassroots leadership and activists to stand up in their communities. We stand at the cliff's edge. It's time to sacrifice our time, talent, and treasure before it's too late. This is a season for action, for every man and woman to stand up and be counted. Join us. Go to actforamerica.org and take action and get involved. Let this day be your defining moment to say, I am going to do something for my country. No more sitting on the sidelines hoping others will do something. Time is running out. America is fighting to survive. Her survival depends on you and me. Join us and act for America. Thank you.
लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए महाकाल का, लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए।